Hey YouTube, I got a new computer. A little bit of, couldn't even think of the word yesterday when I did my first take of this. It feels a little awkward, I think is probably the best word. Just because I actually didn't do a whole lot of editing on my old machine here. Like I did some, but I didn't do a lot. But especially towards more recent times, but there's a few actual good reasons for that and actual good reasons why I got this machine. So, I mean, first of all is just the work being done on the studio. Like as you can see up there, there's some, I haven't finished the sound foam yet. Part of that is I need like help doing that, and so when I have people over, great. Then there's also, yeah, there we go. I'm stuffing moving blanket inside of the door frame. So that is getting worked out. So that's part of it, is I've been busy with that. And so I haven't done a lot of editing, and I've tried to fill my time with stuff like that and writing my book and a little bit of streaming other stuff while I'm working on finishing this, and then I can focus on editing. So that's a little part of the equation, guys. But another part of the equation is things just running slow. I edit on Pinnacle Studio, and let me tell you, Pinnacle Studio was running a little slow on my computer, which was part of the issue. Some projects I really like editing. Airborne Death that I edited years ago, I loved. If I had another project like that, I would dive head first and I would edit it. So much fun to see the story come together and put all the pieces and add special effects and whatever I need to. And I've enjoyed editing other things that aren't so complex, but like I had fun editing the candy tasting video with Samantha. I've got second candy tasting video in the middle of being edited. That one, however, there's some audio stuff that I need to work out with her, because she knows some audio things, so I'm going to see if she can help me get our audio a little better, because she's a little quiet, I'm a little loud, that sort of a thing. But I enjoyed editing the first one with the Dum Dums video, and I actually did a little more editing than I was planning. It was supposed to be a quick, simple, I'm just going to throw some music to it, but I'm like, no, I'm going to trim this up, I'm going to stick this there. I did some work, I made it pretty good. I liked that video, but it's just so slow. So the things that I really, really am not interested in editing, like the arcade videos, they just haven't gotten done, because I don't want to sit through there and wait for Pinnacle Studio to load and then figure out clip here. Do I speed this up? Do I cut this out? Do I jump to the next push of the button on the machine? Maybe I'll be more willing to put a little more time if the process goes faster on my new machine, which hopefully it does, because that's the reason that I got this computer from PC Laptops, which I didn't notice this the other day or when picking it up. However, just now I was noticing it's a little loud sounding. And then I was looking at the fans there, like looking on my parts list that they have on paper, and it's some PCL black fan. Originally they were saying they were giving me Be Quiet fans, so I'm going to have to go back in and ask them about that. So I'm going to do that before I hook everything up and shove it in there. But I want this video done so that I can just put it away and not have to worry about digging it back out again to show you guys, because it's going to be inside my desk, so you're not going to see the beauty. They did a really good job with that. So, inside the computer we have an AMD Ryzen 7 7800X 3D, 16 gigabytes of Viper RAM. Whoever makes Viper, I'm not up on my stuff. And then the graphics card is an RTX 3080. This is the one that I had in this machine. You may have seen the community post that I did. I put it in this machine initially. It got really slow. Part of that was me not knowing that you're supposed to go into the thing, and instead of just clicking install graphics card driver updates, You need to check the thing that says install them fresh instead of on top of the other graphics card drivers. Maybe I could have gotten a little bit more performance improvement if I went through the whole DDU thing to fix my installing on top of mistake or whatever. I don't know, maybe. I didn't do that though because that seemed like too much more work. But this thing was running really slow. But even then, it was like 2016 hardware. Because I have, it used to have a 1080 in here, which that's going to my friend. So he's getting a graphics card upgrade, which his graphics card is actually not as old as I thought it was. He's got an RX, not RTX, just an RX 570. So an AMD GPU. Pretty cool. And I'm glad that I had PC laptops build the computer. Because when I had to put the new power supply in this machine, it took me 2 hours. It's just so annoying. And maybe if I had read the manual, that would have made things easier. I'm pretty sure it would have. Because there was like a QR code on the box, which I thought was the manual, but it was broken. So I'm like, all right, I'm just figuring this out. They say it's Legos for adults. No, this is not Legos for adults. Plus, Legos have instructions. After I got done with the massive 2 hours, I did look up on Google and found the manual, and the first few pages that I read through were showing some stuff that would have actually been helpful. Because, so first of all, so there's the cable. Before I remembered that this graphics card had a splitter, which they're actually not using the splitter in this machine, it looks like. That's nice. But before I noticed that it had the splitter, or remembered it had the splitter in the box, there is a cable that fits this, but it had like 3 extra pins sitting on top for I don't know what. But Googling kind of told me that would be for a 40 series and would not use it with this. So I didn't, and I used my splitter after I remembered I had it. But it's like, well, but the thing you're saying doesn't fit, and how do I? And it's like, so my motherboard doesn't have, it has the CPU, extra CPU power connector, in addition to the big, whatever, 16 pins, whatever it is, CPU power connector. But, it's only a 4-pin thing for my CPU power connector. I don't have the, but my power supply only has a 8-pin something. So, do I need it? And, something on, I think it was someone online as Tech Tips forums was like, you don't need it, technically, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, I don't need it, cool, but what if I don't have it? My PS2 literally does not physically have the plug-in for that. I don't have it. What if I don't have it? What does that mean? Why don't I have it? So then a little more digging, and I looked for what if I don't have it, and I found, again, online as Tech Tips forums, thank you, whoever, people you were, that it splits in half. It's but it splits. I'm very glad I had them build my computer. I don't like computer stuff. The only reason that I have done some of my own computer stuff in the past is because it's cheap and it saves so much money, and I don't have a lot of money. Fortunately, PC laptop, not sponsored, whatever, lifetime warranty. So if my all-in-one cooler goes out at some point, I can take it into them and they'll fix it. And, I probably will end up going to them for the foreseeable future for, upgrades and stuff. I'm like, all right, can you take this machine and just pop in a newer GPU or something else? Which the GPU actually has a cool story behind it. So most of these Founders Edition RTX 3080s were going for about $500 to $600 on eBay. Same with even non-Founders Editions. But then I found a guy on Local Castle Classifieds who was selling his for, it was $375. Really, really good deal. Worked out that he would meet us halfway, but then the day of, as we're heading there, he's like, oh, hey, sorry, I actually have work stuff come up. I can't meet you halfway, but I'll give it to you for $350 if you come all the way to me. So we went all the way to him, picked it up for $350. That is an absolutely amazing price for this GPU. Now, The price of this computer, though, is pretty reasonable, too. I paid, including tax, $2,200. $2,200. It would have been about $600 more, they were guesstimating. We're saying if I went with a new GPU, and they were saying maybe like the 4060, which I hope it wouldn't be that much, because I was seeing closer to like 300 online. But I don't know. Maybe they add install fee for GPU. Either way, really good. Because PC Part Picker was saying for all of my parts, it would be about $1,600 to put it all together. I don't know if that price was including tax after purchase, but it's about, so we're looking at about $400, or if we count the $200 for tax, we're looking about $400 to $600 difference for if I were to build it myself, which 2 hours to install a power supply. Yeah, I'm very glad that I had them build it. Saved my sanity. And, troubleshooting and other stuff. I mean, I do get 1 month of at-home support. Hopefully I don't have any software issues. That's usually not a problem for me, but hopefully nothing weird with Windows happens, and then I have to, take it into them or whatever, because, I do try searching for stuff on my own and doing my own PC stuff because it saves money. I'll have to double check with, the support, though, what that means, because I know, it's under warranty, but as far as, software and stuff goes, does it mean I can just go in anytime and say, hey, I'm having this issue, plug it into your stuff and fix me up, doc? It'd be cool if I could. It'd be really nice, but I also would hope that they would still have some way of making a little bit of money. Also, interestingly enough, I'm noticing all of these, fans, they're spinning, but the graphics card fan's not spinning, so I wonder if they are just full bore all the time, cheap fans. I don't know. Either way, I think it's really a good machine. I forgot to get before and after numbers as far as, I wanted to run a test in Pinnacle Studio and, time it. But that's kind of sort of irrelevant almost, because the big thing is if I notice a difference, which I'm pretty sure that I will, but if I notice a difference, if I notice everything being faster, that's a lot better than if it's oh yeah, it's 3% faster, but I don't notice, because then I still won't want to slog through certain things that I have to edit. But yeah, new computer. I'm excited to use it. I just need to take it in and ask them about the fan switch thing, because, maybe they didn't have the right fans and so they switched, but no, I need Be Quiet fans, because this is sounding even louder than my previous machine, and I don't remember what brand of fans were in here. They were just some relatively cheap RGB fan, non-addressable. It's just all the colors, not even flashing through the colors. It was just, here's the rainbow all the way around in a circle, solid all the time. Yeah, if you guys can see, there's the CPU cooler, and there's the RAM. And if I look at it in real life, it is slightly different than, the RAM is slightly more orange than the CPU cooler, but it's actually worse looking on camera. When I was checking before I hit record, yeah, it is slightly more orange on camera. In real life, if I look, I can notice a difference, but I didn't at first. Also, I can change the CPU cooler, but color or brightness, but not the RAM. Whatever. I'm new to this whole thing, but yeah, it's new computer, so hopefully that means I get more edited stuff out. But I'm trying not to really film stuff until I have the sound phone done and tackle some older. Well, I'm gonna edit my older projects. I'm not gonna say what they are because don't want to get anybody's hopes up for stuff coming out soon. But I'm gonna try and tackle some of those projects, get those done, and then kind of focus on new ones. And like I mentioned, the arcade videos, I may just let those loose, or I may just say, here, I just shoved all the footage into my timeline and spat out a video, and there. there's me at an arcade and nobody watches it. Great. One more thing that I wanted to show. This I thought was really cool. So I'm going to have a few devices that are most likely going to be external devices. Oh, I just realized I'm now behind the camera. Hopefully I sound okay, because this is a shotgun mic. Oops. Yeah, I'm going to have to remember that. So these two things right here, I have this reader and I have this CD drive. This is not a perfect solution, but let's see down here, they have put some external cables for me for those. I'm going to need an extender for the CD drive, even to have it sitting on the side of my computer, you know, if I can work that out. So they didn't have anything that would be long enough. And then for the Buy Easy card, really simple, because all I have to do is get a USB 3 extender for it, and I'm good to go. Because it doesn't use the SATA power, that just causes problems with the computer. But here's the cool thing. I said, you know, you can just open up one of the PCI slots on the back of the machine and have the wires just stick out. They actually, to my surprise, had a card or a slot cover with little holes for the cables. How cool is that? And yeah, hopefully, okay, yeah, it is picking up. So anyways, yeah, that's, new computer, guys. Wow, this lens is really close. But yeah, if you guys liked this and you're excited for, if you're excited for the stuff, there we go. If you're excited for the stuff that I added on this machine, leave a like, let me know down below. Hopefully I can get more stuff edited, and I will see you guys in whatever's next. Bye.